But leave that stuff alone. Who need that light? We don't need no light. Already hot up in here. Who that asking for some light? Y'all need some light, Marcus. 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 Y'all need some light. Y'all need asking for some light. You got a beer, huh?
Hey, Chris, we're ready, Chris. We can't hear you, but we're ready. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to an evening of Greenwood Bulldogs football. Good evening. I'm Lee Hall along with Willie Dixon, Hall of Famer 2 times, and the ace on the sideline. We're getting ready to take on the Bulldogs, getting ready to take on the Panthers of Amanda Elzy. Dick, important ball game, always to the community, a very festive crowd. What's expected tonight?
Yeah, you said this has been going on for 30-something years. I'm not mistaken. I think Elzy got 5-6 wins out of those 30-something years, maybe a little more. But this is one of the biggest rivalries around here in LaFleur County, probably in the state of Mississippi. Was hardest. This thing been talked about years and years ago. They finally got it going, and it's one of the biggest rivalries there is in the state.
As for Greenwood, Greenwood favored by a lot. How can Greenwood get better tonight in this ball game?
It's hard to say. We hadn't seen the Panthers play because, you know, they was 2-0 last week, and they went up to North Delta, and they lost that ball game. Everybody was looking for both of these teams to be undefeated when they meet, but it just is so happened Greenwood is undefeated, and I know many others want to try to put a little dab on that record.
Greenwood Bulldogs, white tops tonight, gray pants, maroon helmets, maroon numbers. Panthers, all blue tonight. Ball is up, and this game is on the way. Panthers with it, going from our left to our right. And going to get across the 30 to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will start this drive, first and 10 from their own 35, 36-yard line.
Good field position. I mean, Elzy got the ball and got a little crease around there, and everybody thought he was going to be off to the races. It looked like he was going to get through. But the Greenwood Bulldog was able to corral him down on about the 36-yard line, first and 10, man Elzy.
And Dick, the Panthers are playing up, not just because we're talking about 3 against the 4, but the Panthers are playing, no doubt, a solid football team in the Bulldogs, and we'll talk about that in a minute. The Panthers going to start from their own 36-yard line. Going to go with one receiver right, going to bring 2 receivers left. Now going to split Fant wide to the left side as well. In the slot, he is quick. Quarterback puts Fant in motion from left to right. Takes a snap, hands it off over the right side. Not a lot going on that one for Howard Whitehead. Whitehead picks up about 2 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a second down and 8 for Amanda Elzy.
Wasn't a bad play there because it looked like Whitehead was corralling the backfield, was able to twist around and pick up about 2.5 yards. That time should have been a loss, but turned it into a positive.
Panthers, second down and 3. 2nd and 7 rather on a 3-yard pickup. Fast play wide to the right side. He's a solo receiver. Doubles up top on the left. Going to put the tight end on the left side as well. Back on the left side of the quarterback. A 4-man front for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 7. Going to get motion from left to right there. This drop back on the throw. Steps up. He's going to run it. And he's hit. Going to pick up a couple of yards on the play.
Good, solid hit by the linebacker there to come up quarterback. Looked like the quarterback drawing some kind of way. Did have some pressure on it, which might have made him move from the pocket, but it was a good solid look that time to keep him from getting more than he did. Picked up about a yard.
3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. 3rd and 6 for the Elzy Panthers. Ball is near the right hash. Going to send out 4 receivers. Going to put Fant this time on the right hip of the quarterback, Ivory. The other snap, takes it, throws left. It's too tall and out of bounds. And never going to be 4th down in about 6 for Elzy. And Elzy will punt this football away. Back deep to receive it is Chambers. Also back there is Metcalf.
Hadn't got a chance to see Chambers up Metcalf get a lot of return. A lot of these teams don't have punters that can actually get the ball back there. But we'll wait and see what Elzy got here. The everlasting dangerous Chambers.
Ball is not bad. Kick is up. It's a high kick, not very deep. It hangs high. Veers left. Going to hit down and take a back upfield bounce for the Panthers. And the man Elzy on their first series couldn't drive it. Green was going to get it. Excellent field position. 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
And you said an excellent field position for a solid team. Greenwood, I tell you what, been playing some outstanding ball. You know, you're used to watching these teams start off kind of slow, but this team actually come out of the gate from the first ball game. A little bit sluggish in the first ball game. They ain't looked back there since then.
9:58 to play. First quarter, Panthers couldn't move it. The Bulldogs with it. 1st and 10 from their own 46. Smith hands it off. Addison picked up and dumped on that one. Addison ran right into the defense, picked him up and dumped him. On the tackle was Skridarius Wright, the senior.
And I tell you what, Addison can feel that one. That was a hard hit that time by the Panthers defense.
Howard drove him. Pick up a 3. Here's a handoff. Addison again to the outside on the numbers. Comes up. Steps out of a tackle. Has the 1st and 10 at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Right in on tackle again for Elzy. Also there for the Panthers was Braxton Lewis.
They probably they give it 1st down. They're gonna say 1st down now that time. Addison and still got to remember that he got hit pretty hard. He earned those yards.
And here's a snap back. Smith going deep down the left side, trying to find Westbrook, and it's going to be incomplete.
If he throws that ball as a touchdown, Westbrook had to kind of wait on the ball. I think Smith then put what he could on that ball, trying to kind of get it, make sure and get into the position where he could catch it. But if the guy there's a couple more foot out there, you'll probably be looking at a touchdown.
2nd down and 10. Here's a snap back. Smith to Addison. Addison finding the hole. Addison moves downfield, still dragging tacklers. He's going to pick up the 1st down on the play. A pick of about 13 for Addison. That time Addison showing some power.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. You know, these back got to have vision. He just taking his time, finding a spot, cutting, weaving. And what I like about him, he uses his hand, you know, keep the defenders off of him. Beautiful, beautiful run that time by Addison.
And this time, nothing.
Had Metcalf there for a quick look in, but kind of off the mark there a little bit. Should have been thrown just a little bit better. 2nd and 10 Bulldog.
And let's go on the sideline to the A standing by.
I got to tell you what, the Bulldogs and a family over this team right down the first of the whole game going the way this going. It should be a great type of football from the whole front sideline. Jonathan, I'm turning back to you. Stay home.
2nd and 10 for Greenwood from the Panthers 31. Smith going to keep it. Options it back to Addison. Addison's punt down after the pickup of 1 yard on the play.
Run an option, run to the short side of the field. Didn't leave a lot of room for option, but so see that play that time, tried to option it to Addison and didn't get anywhere on that play. Bring it up a big 3rd down here. Pretty sure they'll go for it on 4th down.
And there's going to be a timeout on the field. That timeout, we'll take one as well. 7:54 to play in quarter 1 here at Bulldog Stadium. No score on the board. We'll break and we'll come back. This is Bulldog Football on ESPN Radio for the Delta back in 1. This is 103. Down, hold on. Now, 466 1005 again. Call 299-25. Number's 299-25. Let me dial back in
Hello.
And here's the handoff. Addison steps to the side, out of a tackle, roll down at about the 2-yard line. Addison.
That time, Addison started left and didn't find anything, cut back right, found a gaping hole, 2nd down.
And here's the handoff. Addison. Addison in the end zone for the touchdown. Bulldogs on the board on their first drive, 6-0. Addison, the 2-yard run.
And waiting on Smith to kind of settle down. The last couple of passes he threw looked like it was kind of taking something off of him. But he'll get it together. Touchdown Bulldog.
Here comes the point of the touchdown. Is up, and it is good. Score, Bulldogs 7, Panthers 0. We'll break and we'll come back. This is Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Okay, hold on. Welcome back, Panthers with the football, and a run back to the 35.
Good run back that time. Good run back that time. Elzy. Second possession started in good field position on each one of them, but they have been able to get the offense together. Greenwood now got the defense back on the field trying to get another big stop.
This is the first down and 10 for the Panthers, down by a score of 7-0 to Greenwood with 6:48 to play. In the first quarter. Panthers, two receivers right, two left. He just now back, paddles, passes out, a pickup of 2 yards on the play. Fant with a catch. Bulldogs on the tackle.
Good catch that time when that big wide receiver. They look for wide receivers to make those type of catches a lot. You see them doing that a lot. They go up, they're high for that ball, and sometimes the quarterback is putting that ball in the spot when only somebody can get to it. Is the receiver. That was a good throw and catch that time for the Panthers.
2nd and 7 for Amanda Elzy from their own 39-yard line. This time the quarterback is underneath the center. Takes it, fakes the handoff to Fant. First down, 50, 45, cuts back inside, brought down at about the 40-yard line. Nice run by Fant.
Good quick run that time by Fant. Hit up in there quick, hard, and made some tackles missing. Big game that time by Fant.
.608 to play. Elzy Dick moving the football here.
Yeah, the big run that time by Fant. Hit in there hard, quick, made some tackle missing. A good run that time by Fant.
He's a good football player.
A real good football player.
And timeout on the officials. That timeout will step aside as well. We'll take a 1-minute break. Panthers moving. Greenwood up by 7. 7-6, 5:57 to play in the first quarter. We'll break and come back. This is Bulldog Football on ESPN Radio for the Delta.
Hello, and welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. Enjoy our programming. The conference is in presentation mode. Your line is muted. This call is beep. Please enter your host PIN.
Over that hall.
We good.
You are now a host.
Call me a hole.
Panthers. Here's a handoff. Over to the left side. No, gonna keep it. And he runs it across the 30 down to the 34.
Yeah, it kept it. He faked it to Fant that time. Good calling. Good offensive coordinator. Know that right now by the Panthers. Got the Greenwood Bulldogs on the hill.
.5:17 to play. It's the second down and about 3. .7 score, under 5 to play. Bulldogs good defense on that one.
That time forced him to go deep in the backfield. Lost a few yards on that play, but I'm pretty sure that Coach Hart feel like he's in 4-down territory down here on about the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs, 3 down. Good
3rd and 9 for the Panthers. Ball at the Bulldogs 39-yard line. Charlie Ivers, the quarterback. He'll send out 4 receivers. Fenton in his right pocket. Takes it back, throws a throw, rolls left under pressure, and he's sacked. Ball is loose on the football field. Bulldogs going to have an opportunity to pick it up and could not. Boy, missed opportunity for the Greenwood Bulldogs. Had it for a moment, could not control it.
Well, when you look, even though man, they have to cover that, it's just like a Bulldog cover. I mean, I can't blame the guy, the big defensive lineman, for trying to pick that one up. And you look at the situation now, is force them deep, and if we get a punt, any kind of run back, the ball probably end up where it probably end up on 4th down. So that's not bad.
Gotcha. And there's the punt coming up. The kick is up, high kick hanging, a little better than the last one. Going to hit, and going to take a roll for the Panthers down to the 37-yard line. Dick Panthers drove that one some. Bulldogs stopped it. Now the Bulldogs again with their second possession in good field position again.
It is, and I hope, you know, when you try to explain these things, you see where the ball at. Actually, if they'd have punted the ball, I don't think they would have punted if they had had a 4th down play down there. So the ball probably would end up in close to the same field position if Greenwood had been able to hold them on those 2 down.
On the sideline to the 8 standing by.
Hey, I tell you what, tremendous play there by the Bulldogs and coming up with a tremendous defense to hold this team back. And right now the Bulldogs were 1st and 10. And I'm sure Coach Greenwood is just what they're looking for from the home front sideline. Jonathan Upton, back to you, Play Hall.
Greenwood Bulldogs with the football. It's the 1st and 10. You got to flip their shots. Snap back to Smith. Stands in. Rolls right. Pointing downfield. Fires it toward the sideline. Catch is made by Chambers. 40, 35, and steps out of bounds.
If they continue to give Smith that kind of time, he will pick them apart. This young man is taking the time. He's paused in that pocket. He's just like an age veteran, and he will pick them apart. And he got the receiver to do it. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
And then, you know, back there with pressure coming at him, not a lot of it, had some time. Also with the president in mind to move, watch the defense coming at him, and then tell his receiver exactly where to go.
Yeah, doing a little pointing and guiding. This young man, he's really an only a sophomore, you know, so that's all right.
But what I want to ask you, in a game like this, what are the Bulldogs trying to do? Each week you want to get better. If you play an opponent that's down, how do you get better playing someone that you're better than because of the talent that Greenwood has? You talked about it. A lot of talent. They come into the ball game. Even in the summertime, you talked about it. They're loaded. How do you get better? What do you do week to week, individually and as a team?
Well, you're talking about playing down. From my judgment, right now, the Panthers, they have a pretty decent ball club because they're playing against a bunch of guys that really got it against us. So this team is a heck of a ball team. So it could be a plus for Manez. I don't see how it could be a plus for Greenwood High in a lot of ways, but you can't put down on this Manez football team.
5 receivers set, naked backfield. There's a snap for Smith. Stands in, zips it downfield, and it is incomplete. Intended target, Warren Smith Jr. Couldn't quite come up with it. A 2nd down for Greenwood. Ball is on the right hash, action flows from right to left. 2nd down and 10 for Greenwood from the Panthers 36.
And I was wondering, had seen Addison in the last couple of plays. I see him going out there now, but we'll get back on that subject.
Okay.
And a lot of times, you know, a lot of people take their class 3A and 4A the wrong way.
Okay, here's Smith, make that Addison up the middle, big hole. He has 13 yards on the play, down to the Panthers' 23-yard line. Before he stopped in on the hit for the Panthers was Braxton Lewis.
That time, a big hole. I mean, Addison when he touched it, he was about 15 yards downfield on that play. Just a big hole there for Addison, and picked up another big chunk of yard.
First quarter play, 2:44 to play in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0, scored on their first possession and driving here on the second and 10. Here's the snap back. Play action to Addison. Steps up. He wants to run it. Does Smith to the outside, picking up yards. Cuts back inside and close to the first down as he skips and hops to the track. Does DeAndre Smith.
That time, Elzy did apply a little pressure, force him out the pocket, but his awareness downfield, stay looking downfield, see a little opening where he can pick up a first down, and he did that. Is that a flag or something?
On the sideline to the A standing back.
I think we just a little pushing and shoving on the sideline caused a penalty going against the Greenwood High School Bulldogs, which going to back them up on that play, which was a tremendous run by Smith as he went forward. But they just a little extra little pushing, you know, to cross down right here. Everybody know everybody from the home front sideline. Jonathan Hopkins, back to you, Lee Hall.
And Greenwood Bulldogs up by a score of 7-0. Panthers, second down, 12. Ball at the Panthers. Looks like the 24-yard line. Back paddles though Smith. Steps up and trying to go to Westbrooks. And correction, Metcalf, a little bit too tall for him that time, Dick.
Yeah, a little bit too high. And I've been watching Smith. He's kind of been, you know, he don't get it together. I'm not worried about that part. He looked like he's still kind of trying to feel it and have thrown a couple of them. But just bang it down a little bit, and we'll be in business. But this is a big four. So it's a third down?
Third down and 12 for Greenwood. 2 down territory perhaps. Back paddles to Smith. Steps up, pitted pass, looks right, wants to run right. And he turns it up. He has the first down and out of bounds at the 10-yard line. First and 10 for Greenwood. A 12-yard pickup for DeAndre Smith, the sophomore quarterback.
That's quarterback, and ain't finding a receiver downfield. They lead him an opening, enough room for him to pick up a big first down. He's taking advantage of it. Another big first down for the Bulldogs.
2 minutes, 3 seconds to play. First quarter action here at Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs 4-0, Panthers 3-1. One back in the backfield, going to send out 4 receivers, 2 right and 2 left for Smith. DeAndre blocks the count, takes the snap, fakes the pass, hands it off, and Addison is hit in a fumble on the play. Was he down?
I think they're going to say his knee was on the ground.
Okay.
When the ball came out.
Boy, that was a break. The Panthers might come in as underdogs on paper, but right now they're not playing like it.
They're not. I've looked at the first series of down. When you look at these teams, long we've been doing this, look at some of these teams, you can actually look at this team do have somewhat toughness and mental and physical, so they're not going to back down.
Second and 14 for Greenwood. Smith across the middle has this receiver. He fights down to about the 2-yard line. He might have enough for a first down. He needs to get about 14 yards. He might have gotten 13 yards.
That was showing the strength of Metcalf.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he was battling for that, and he stayed. And
3rd and 1 from the 2. Here's Smith. Smith fights into the end zone for the score. DeAndre Smith with the score for Greenwood.
you got a flag.
Okay.
Extra action. Extra. That's down to the sideline. What we got?
We had a little pancake going on by number 53. Took 3 of the help linemen, and I tried to get one drive and laid down on top of him. I think the official think just laid down just a little bit too long from the upchurch home front sideline. Jonathan Hopkins, back to you, Lee Hall.
And the question is the touchdown going to stand?
There's a touchdown to stand.
That was good. He was already in.
Yeah, it was already in. It's going to have to be a dead ball foul. They probably punted on the kickoff.
Okay. And Coach Gaywood is still asking, is the touchdown going to count? Timeout charge to Greenwood. And we'll kick it back to the station. We'll come back and find out what's happening. With 13 years on the board, so there's a timeout charge to Greenwood. We'll keep it here instead of a break. We'll keep it here and go on the sideline. Ace, can you tell what the timeout was about.
The discussion that Coach Gatewood is having with the officials is that it was a clean block. It was a good block. And in fact, it was 3 pencils. Remind me, I'm going to tell you again, it was 3 pencils up under number 53 on such a great block. The touchdown is good, but what he's saying that penalty, they shouldn't have called that penalty on the play right there. So that was Gatewood is trying to get upset about. Because it was, from my point of view, it was just a good block. I think Slade on top a little bit long, and the line didn't like it. He dropped the tag on from the upper sideline. Jonathan Hopkins back to you, Hall.
Well, when they lay on like that, they're gonna call a holding. You can't just lay on a player. You got to get up off of. If you lay on there for this is time, they gonna call that. So.
Saw some good plays and good defense from the Panthers, but the Bulldogs nevertheless was able to score 2 touches, 2 touchdowns. PAT is up, and this time it's good again. Boy, it didn't look that good coming out, but it went upright for the score. So Greenwood is up by a score, 14. Panthers nothing. We'll break. We'll come back. This is Bulldog football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, when you count us back in, talk a little bit louder. We can hardly hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
And welcome back. 51 seconds left in the first quarter play here at Bulldog Stadium. The kickoff from the Bulldogs went to Darius Davenport, and he had a good run back. That ball is going to land across the 50-yard line at the 49-yard line, but they'll pick it up. And they're going to call it against Amanda Elzy. Going to push this one back. The Panthers will have it first and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Let's talk about now. Bulldogs has some mishaps on it. Panthers had some good plays on it. Yet the Bulldogs, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Elzy, unfortunately, I think one time had a good drive going and they fumbled the ball and the ball ended up, they recovered it, but they had lost so many yards on it, that stopped that drive. So you can't never tell what would have happened on that. So Elzy have had a pretty good going so far.
And here's Fant. Fant sidesteps one tackle to get to the 40, and he'll be brought down after a pickup of about 2 yards on the play.
That time Fant hit in there and hit pretty hard by the Bulldogs. This quarter's coming close to an end.
On the 30, counting down. Panthers will get a sub out. Gregory Church will check out of the football game. The senior will check out for the 15 seconds left in the quarter. And I believe the Panthers just going to let this quarter run out. So this quarter will run out, and we'll swap ends. Bulldogs up by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. 1 quarter in the book. We'll break and we'll come back. This is Greenwood, Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1 minute. Count it back in, Chris, when you get ready.
Yeah, 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. We're back.
And welcome back. Panthers this time will be driving from our right to our left, down by a score of 14-0, with a 2nd down and 7 from their own 40-yard line. Quarterback Ivory drops the pass on a low snap. Coxon fires deep downfield. It is incomplete. At a foot race there between Fan that time had gotten by the defense of Omar Emmons. Also back there was William Stewart, but the ball was overthrown. They couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, just a little bit too much out. Fan had got out in front of him. A good pass there. Probably looking at 6 points there. He had got past both the safety and the corner. Just a little bit too deep.
And that would bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Elzy from their own 40-yard line. Here's the quarterback Ivory again with the clap in the snap. Takes it, looking across the middle, incomplete. And that pass that time broken up by Trevor Randall. Randall got there and hit him right in time to knock his hand away and to break that pass up from being a reception. Let's go on the sideline to the A standing by.
Hey, a tremendous play that was by Randall as he came in and knocked that ball down out of the air. I think it has to score 6 points. Right down the fence, the score made a sense that keeping the trail down playing just like the ball on the other side. In other words, either one of you is doing that. Spike up a little bit and let's play football. Up for the whole sideline, Jonathan Hopkins. Back to you, Leon.
And the Panthers on to kick the football away from their 35. It's up. Good kick. Bulldogs going to run on it at the 27. Here comes Metcalf. Sidesteps the defense and picks up more yards on the play. How about the move, Dick?
Good move that time by Metcalf. How about that punt?
Oh, nice.
You don't get a chance to see that kind of punt a whole lot. That was a good high projected and looked real good. Gave the only thing it did, it gave the return team an opportunity to return one, and they got a flag on the play.
Ace, is your mic on? 11:39 to play, 2nd quarter. Elzy we get Greenwood, we get the football on their own 25-yard line. Greenwood leading 14-0. Panthers going to get Stephen Banks off. Stephen Banks played for Greenwood and transferred to Elzy's 2nd year there. 1st and 10 for Greenwood from their own 25. Their 3rd possession today. Here's Smith looking left all the way. Steps up, runs out of the pocket, slides to the left side, stiff arms, and fights for about 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. And DeAndre Dick is not afraid to run the football.
He's not, and this some of your quarterback, I don't care who they are. You talk about these quarterbacks, sometimes you have to do something. You have to team out. That time they are covering, keeping everybody back, and he's taking advantage of it.
2nd and 1. Here's Ivory. Addison, who replaced Ivory from last year with the first and 10. Addison has no problem. You talked about it earlier, putting his hands many times on the back. Ace.
Yeah.
Is your mic off? Yeah, I think your mic is on the sideline. 1st and 10 for Greenwood. Here's Smith. Smith sends it right side. Catch made by Chambers at the 50, puts a move on. Heads back inside and brought down at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. Nice pass. Nice comeback catch for Chambers.
Beautiful, because in 1 minute, 1 second, I didn't know who he was throwing it to. And all of a sudden you see Chambers come back in there with a little comeback. I said, oh, okay. They got it down pat that time. Another big reception from Smith to Chambers.
14-0 score, 10:22 to play, second quarter. Greenwood first and 10. Smith fakes it, he keeps it. He runs out of bounds near the 31-yard line. Nice run. Let me ask you, those running plays for the Smith is doing, is it designed or is this an opportunity after a play is called?
Well, that looked like a design play there. Sometimes he's taking it upon himself when the receivers is not open. He's taking it upon himself to run and pick up yard, but that I think was a design play for him.
And there's a timeout on the field. 14 Greenwood, 0 Panthers. Timeout, Panthers. We're breaking and come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio. Back in 1 minute. Show the scoreboard for us, Collins. On timeout, show the scoreboard. Sometime in between, show the scoreboard, and then on the timeout, show one of the team's huddles.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bring us back when you get ready. And welcome back. Greenwood, first and 10. Backpedal by Smith. Throws it deep down the right side. Trying to find Metcalf. And he does. Touchdown, Greenwood.
Metcalf used one of those pro moves.
Flag on the play. Back at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown going to count, I think, but is it?
They're going to bring it back. On the sideline to the A
Ain't that of a man downfield?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they call it illegal man downfield, whatever it is. But what a tremendous catch that was by Metcalf. And I'm talking about he was from head home, but went out, pulled out, giving invitation to the back that ball went up and followed him. A tremendous catch, but unfortunately, another flag. You know, we're going to have some flags falling out here tonight. I'm saying for lunch on the field tonight, and I've seen for the whole for the Bulldogs. But right now, the Bulldogs have another chance at it from the upward home to the sideline. Jonathan Hopkins to you, Lee Hall.
First and 15 for Greenwood from the Panthers 37. Smith flushed out of the pocket, breaks a tackle, stops it, throws it downfield for about a 10-yard pick at Metcalf with the catch.
I wish I had thrown it. Had plenty of room to run, but I knew that pressure was on him, and he was trying to get it out of there as quick as he possibly can. He wasn't able to give the throw he wanted to give, but he had to go down and catch it. But a big down. But I looked at the pressure that was applied, and looking at him weed through it and keeping the awareness downfield, that says something special.
How many receivers do you think he looked at during that play?
Man, he probably got a chance to look at 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
But with the pressure on, he wasn't able to get the ball to him when he wanted to. And after he got a little bit of room where he could kind of throw the ball, he found one down there and had to throw it the best he could.
Picked up about 11 yards on the play. Second down and 4. And there's a flag coming up. Deal of that game on Greenwood. Wow. Going to walk that back a 5-yard mark off instead of a 2nd and 4. It's going to be about a 2nd and 9. With 9:07 to play, Greenwood leading 14-0. Had a nice play, and Hopkins come in on that catch by Metcalf in the end zone, but he was covered, but he pulled that one in. What concentration was that? However, another player downfield brought it back. Here's the snap on his 2nd and 9, and here's Addison fighting through. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down on the play. On the tackle was Leandro Pittman, the junior, to bring him down for Elzy.
Yeah, that time Addison hit up in there. Got close to first down, about a half a yard. They looking at, they said it was first down. Okay. I thought about a yard chalk, but that time he did get a first down. Greenwood, don't forget, had a touchdown call back.
8:35 to play in the second. Smith, play action to Addison. Smith wants to throw, he wants to run. Send it near the pylon. And a little short, though. He's going to make the catch. Metcalf's going to make the catch at about the 2 or 3 yard line. We're seeing the receivers, first the quarterback getting time, receivers covered pretty fairly, and we'll see them going down low and making some catches.
We're seeing a show put on by these receivers and the quarterback tonight. Throwing it where they only can catch it.
Addison fighting. He's in for the score. Addison on the 3-4 yard touchdown catch. Run, rather.
He's I mean, you on this level, okay. He's buying time for himself, with his awareness in the pocket. He got good vision, moving away from the rush, and he's keeping his eyes downfield. That's good. You can't say enough for that.
Here comes the PAT. Kick is up. Metcalf, it's good. Bulldogs 3 for 3 on PATs, and that would give the Bulldogs a 21-0 score over the Panthers with 8:07 to play and quarter 2. We'll break and we'll come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football. Back in 1 minute.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back.
21-0 score. 8:07 to play. Greenwood is up. Greenwood, 3 touches, 3 scores. Here's a kick of a driver to the 15-yard line. Back up from left to right. Goes Davenport. 50, 45, 40 down the right sideline. 20, brought down finally near the 12-yard line. That time there to run him down for Greenwood was William Stewart.
Yeah, I thought he was gone for a minute. Stewart was able to catch up with him. I've been looking at that kickoff, and they've been leaving them seams up in there. I don't know. That time he was able to get up in there and pretty well pull one off. Good run back that time by the Panthers.
That time Stewart ran down his former teammate and brought him down on the play. 7:54 to play. Elzy, just like that, with excellent field position. They'll take it first and 10 from the Bulldogs' 12-yard line. Will the Panthers get in the end zone this time?
That big first and goal. They don't have the chain.
First and goal at the 9, apparently. Going to give it to Fant. Fant breaks to the outside. 10, 5, and did he get in? Touchdown, Fant. Wow.
No, he called him, so he went out. I thought he got in. Did they call the touchdown?
They called it a touchdown. On this side here, the official said it was a touchdown. On the sideline to the A standing by.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
Ace on the sideline.
And a tremendous run. You talking about getting in by the half. He just touched the arch of the goal line to make it in. So there was a close run for him.
2-1, 6 score. Panthers going to go for the 2-point conversion. Hands it off. Right side. Davenport. And just like that, the Panthers came storming back. And that was all set up
by beautiful kickoff return.
Yeah. So Panthers 3 plays, I believe, on the board. 21-8 score. Greenwood is up. 7:35 to play in the second. We'll break and we'll come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
And here's the kickoff. Here's Chambers. Chambers on the sideline. He cuts back inside and finally slowing down in the Panthers territory at about the 37-yard line. Is that a face mask dick coming up?
I believe the face mask going to add on to that. That time, Mr. Reliable said, I can do it too.
Yeah.
They're going to add to that. They had him by the face mask.
We see here too, I tell you what, speed on both sides.
Yeah. And when you look at it, I know that make a coach say, oh man, we just scored. And now they're already in scoring positions, already in good field positions. You don't like to see that after you're trying to, get back into a ball game.
Panthers close the gap, but the Bulldogs right now just outside of the red zone with a first and 10 from the Panthers 23-yard line. Smith across the middle. Catch made down to the 5-yard line. Nice catch.
Just that quick, just like that. Inside the 5-yard line.
The tight end, Dick, getting action. Quintarius Silos, that tight end, caught that one, moved it down to the 5. First and goal. The question has to be answered tonight. Can the Panthers stop the Bulldogs? Right now, they're full possession. They're trying to go up 28-8. Panthers scored a very much needed touchdown to close the gap a bit, but the Bulldogs right now trying to stretch it back out.
At the same time, the Bulldogs look like they might have to stop the Panthers.
Okay. Back pedals. And this time trying to go to Silas again. And did that one slip out of his hand, Dick? Didn't have.
I didn't get a chance. Kind of hard to see through this glass. I'm doing the best I can. But what's how you got to remember now on the first possession that Greenwood actually didn't stop the Panthers.
Yeah.
The big fumble, in a way, stopped the Panthers.
Okay.
So we don't know nothing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Second and goal from the 5. Smith takes it, keeps it. Smith into the end zone. But quick touchdown number 2 for him tonight. Five-yard run with 6:35 to play. On the sideline to the A standing by.
Just like that, the Bulldogs marched right down with a big run by Chambers, and the quarterback sneaker went into the end zone for another touchdown. And I tell you, the Bulldogs, they would got this team on the sideline and really took them up a little. That went on a play like this from the upstairs home front sideline. Jonathan Upton, back to you, Lee Hall.
And the PAT this time is no good. Score will remain 27 for Greenwood, 8 for the Panthers with 6:36 to play in the second quarter. We'll break and come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football. Back in 1 minute on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us know.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back.
Here's the kickoff. Back to return it is Darius Davenport. He left the ball, went back to get it, and the Bulldogs got there and tackled him where he went back to retrieve the football.
Well, he thought it was going to go out of bounds,
Okay.
but it didn't. It just sat there. He didn't have no choice. Either, get it and try to get something out of it or let that lay down, and Greenwood covered down there, so he tried to pick it up. It was funny how that ball did that. Ace, I think, is right on the sideline with that. The ball looked like just died.
It was a tremendous play there, and the ball did just lay there, and he tried to pick it up, and Omar Hill made a big hit.
27-8 score.
And you talk about Omar, this kid have good awareness of the game, how it's supposed to be played.
Oh, he's solid. Ivory underneath the center this time, and there is Coach Gatewood. Coach Gatewood, they're pointing to a Panther, but Coach Gatewood is all the way down. Let's go to the sideline to the ace. Ace, Coach Gatewood is out on the field. What's going on?
Coach Gatewood is out on the field because the ball, it did fall to the 10, but when he made the tackle, tried to pick it up, he landed on the 5. And Coach Gatewood is want to know why the ball is on the 10-yard line instead of being on the 5-yard line. But he's saying that he got him knocked back to the 5-yard line. But he's saying the official contact started at the 10-yard line, which I don't understand. So I'm going to let y'all figure that out in the booth. But that's what Gatewood is on the field for right now. And the ball should have been, right on the 5-yard line from Gatewood calling. So that's the official. He's trying to talk to the official right now because he's losing 5 yards and he wants that 5, but don't look like he's going to win this one. From the upstairs home front sideline report, Jonathan Hopkins, back to you, Lee Hall.
6:36 to play. The ball will be spotted right at the 10-yard line of the Panthers. Panthers down 27-8. Ivory is underneath the center. One back set, one receiver right, one left. Would give it to the back. He's wrapped up. Not much on that.
He wrapped up by a host of Bulldogs. And they basically know that Fan is going to get the ball. And that's what makes it hard for a running back, especially when you're playing against a good ball club. And they basically know who's going to be running the ball. So they're going to try their best to stop Mr. Fant tonight.
David Shelley on the tackle for Greenwood.
He timeout.
And there is a timeout on the field with 5:59 to play. Let's kick it on the sideline to the ace standing by.
Right now, the big conversation is right now niggas been asking the question about the running of quarterback Smith. Well, the coaches called him to the sideline because he was doing a lot of running and told him to throw the ball, to either hand the ball off, don't do that much running, although he did score a touchdown earlier. But they're trying to get him to stay in rhythm. Don't start getting into a running game. We need to get away from that running, so that's why he had to start back putting the ball in the air. Tremendous catch by Metcalf and the crew right there. So he's having to put the ball up. Don't do that anymore, or now they're going to start passing the ball from the upchurch home front sideline. Jonathan Hopkins, back to you, Lee Hall.
5 minutes, 59 seconds to play. Second quarter score. Greenwood is up 27-8. Elves with the football deep in their own territory on a 2nd and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Ivory, again, is underneath the center. He takes a snap, quick pitch to Fant. Fant trying to get to the outside, going to his right. He has a first down, cut down as he crosses the 20-yard line. And up on the tackle for Greenwood was Omar Emmons.
And if you notice Fant, he got a lot of speed. He would be them picked up 10 yards before you know it if you let him get to that outside. You have to try to keep him on the inside, bring him back in there where them big tackles is at, If you let him get to the outside, he's gonna have a lot of success.
5 minutes, 12 seconds counting down here. First down for Elzy, operating from their own 22. Second and 10. And there's a handoff again to Fant across the 25 to the 27-yard line. That ball's actually spot on the 23-yard line. Fant going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Second and 7 for Elzy with 4:45 to play in the first half. 27 Greenwood, 8 Elzy.
And another thing, he's not afraid of the Miller. We talk about Big Blake
Yeah.
and the Miller, but they are playing a different defense, and usually they have Blake right up there out the center, but they playing a 4-4.
Second and 7. Here's a snap back, low, pitches out to the right side. Making the catch is Davenport, breaking tacklers, driving the tackler along. He has the first down.
Good quick pass there that time. And remember that the Panthers started to drive on the 10-yard line. Got a good drive going once again.
Davenport on the run, 4-5 to play. Panthers trying to close the gap with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Down 27-8. Here's Ivory. One receiver was spit out wide right. Same for the left side. Underneath the center, here's a pitch this time again. Going to the right side to Fant. Trying to stretch it out. He can't. He comes back inside and pick up a couple of tackles. Boy, it's hard to bring him down, too. He'll pick up 1 or 2 yards on the play with Fant.
He's a fighter.
Yes, he is. Dick, if you had to guess his weight, what would you say? They don't have the weight nor the height on here.
To me, it don't appear to be. He's more of a strong runner than he is for his size. So it appears to be around about 5'7", I guess 5'8", maybe 165, 70 pounds to me. But I don't, hadn't got a chance to get close enough to him from looking up here. He's not very big, but he runs with a lot of strength and a lot of power. But he's so quick.
Has
and
no
fast.
fear. As you said, I had to take the ball right up the middle there. Fought for about 2 yards. The second down and 8 for Elzy from their own 41. 2:47 to play, down by a score of 27-8 to Greenwood. And the official going to come in and stop it. Going to delay a game. 5-yard walk off on the sideline to the A standing by.
With the change of the rule, I thought we wouldn't see the later game.
Second down and 13 for Elzy from the Panthers' 36-yard line with 2:24 to play in the first half. Got to get a move on. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Shotgun snap this time for Ivory with his back on his left side. Going to put a man in motion from left to right for the
That's
Panthers.
illegal. That's 2 men in motion, so there's going to be another penalty.
The Darius Davenport. When in motion. Clock is running. Clock's still running. Clock never stopped.
It must have hurt you.
Uh-huh.
It
Go ahead,
must-
Dick.
It must have hurt you. They stopped it.
I saw Brendan Davis looking up at the clock saying what's going on. Then the officials, they're going to wave the flag off, not going to do anything to adjust the clock. The clock will roll down under 2 minutes. Going to stop at 1:59.
I can't see how they wave that flag off. They had 2 men in motion.
And let's go on the sideline to the A standing by.
Hey, that's what Coach Datewood is trying to find out right now. You had 2 men in motion, and why is not a flag? How they going to wave the flag? So he's kind of upset. It's the second time on this drive he's upset. First one, for the ball landed on the 5-yard line, he think he should have got it. And right now the official is waving it off for another 5 yards that he's going to lose. So right now he's upset. He's not going to worry about it. The official already called the flag. They wave it off from the Upchurch home front sideline. Jonathan Hopkins, back to you. Lay home.
It was strange to me. You had two men in motion quite clearly. I don't see how you wave it off.
Clock is down at 2:18.
Stop the clock.
The clock was at 1:59 at one point.
They put it back up to the 2:34, but they started running it.
Right.
Yeah.
Second and 13 for Elzy from their own 36. Motion from left to right. But the Panthers Davenport. Low snap, but control. And the quarterback is in trouble. He's going to go down. Helmet going to come off. Stewart with the infraction. William Stewart with the infraction. Got back to the quarterback, Ivory. Hit him high, brought him down. And I think there's going to be a face mask, Dick. 15-yard right. They're going to run the football upfield. Going to set it down to the 41-yard line. 27-8 score. I want to say hello to Mr. Howard Thread. You're listening in Memphis, Tennessee.
All right then, our great friend Howard. I don't, some of these flags I understand. I realize he's tackling them high. It wasn't a phase guard. It wasn't a phase mask penalty. I mean, Mr. Hoskins is down there. Where is that? I didn't think it was phase.
Ace, what you got on the sideline there?
I don't think it was a phase man. I think he called him on the top of his pad, which is official over here called the same thing, but another judge called it, so they're going to let it ride with it.
Second and 8 for Elzy from their own 40. Back paddled by Ivory. Flushed out of the pocket, sends it downfield. Flags coming out. And the receiver going to tumble down too. But that was after the flags came out. Running to the near side was Ivory.
I think it'll be holding. Let me see. I don't like to. Yeah, I thought it was holding. I thought I saw holding against the Panthers, but you had to make sure on some of these official calls.
Yeah.
But sure I saw a holding, but.
Yeah, and I think that those the first flag that came out.
Yeah.
And they're going to walk it off against the Panthers with a minute 25 left to play. 27 Greenwood, 8 Elzy. I want to thank Mr. Benny and Bobby Bowles for their support of Greenwood Bulldogs football. Also Clark Fence Company for their support of Bulldogs football and all the rest. Mr. Tennille Cannon and family. Second and 19. Here's a snap back. Dropping back to pass is Neal. Neal rolls out, tucks and run. 30 and brought down to the 33-yard line. Hitting him was Tyler Beckworth, the inside linebacker for Greenwood. Hit him around the ankle and cut him down. And that's going to bring a third down for Elzy with 51 seconds to play in the second quarter here. Greenwood is up 27-8.
A nice breeze came through there.
Oh, yeah. Greenwood is going to call a timeout. What's the conversation about here for the Bulldogs?
Well, unless he got another timeout, I'm thinking he might have enough time to force them into a punting situation and maybe a couple of plays. Only thing I could see on this, and that's unless he got another timeout. If he don't have another timeout, I don't know what the timeout is about.
Dick, you talked about the crowd, and the crowd is in here now.
We talk about this ball game year in and year out. Of course, Greenwood is the norm, when the Greenwood Bulldogs at home, you normally see this kind of crowd supporting the Greenwood Bulldogs. But we're glad to see the Elzy Panther side is packed pretty good too.
Third down, 16 yards to go for Elzy with 48 seconds left to play in the half. Down 27 to the Bulldogs, 27-8. Here's a pitch right side to Fant. Fant trying to get to the outside. He does. And he's going to run out of bounds at the sticks. He'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
I know Coach Hard didn't want that to happen. you run out of bounds, stop the clock, and you give Chambers, Metcalf an opportunity to try to fill a punt. If they get any kind of run back with 37 seconds on the clock, they got an opportunity to try to get a couple of downs, try to give them another big six. Why they running the clock? It went out of bounds. It's kind of strange activity. The man went out of bounds, and they running the clock.
And apparently they're going to run it all the way out. Elzy would not
I'm seeing stuff I ain't never seen
employ
before.
another play.
I thought you go out of bounds, you stop the clock. I don't know. Maybe I got to study the rules a little bit more, Ms. Hall.
27-8 score at the half. Greenwood is up. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 2 minutes.
Man, this school used to be top notch. I don't know what's going on. No, this one here ain't working. They need both of them working. This one don't work. It'll work, but it gotta make a lot of noise.
Ace, are you going to get somebody at the half?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Greenwood Report Consolidated Schools is very proud to present one of Mississippi's eminent high school marching bands. Ladies and gentlemen, fine-tune your sensory apparatus for the most delectable sights and sounds found in any band performance in the Mississippi Delta.
Ace, are you going to get somebody at the half?
The city of Greenwood. It's the Green High School Marching Band, an award-winning, excellent, and superior state-rated marching band. We are the show band of the Delta. The band is under the field command of sophomore drum major, Chicago Lawrence. Drum major, is your band ready?
You got 5, 4, 3, 2.
You may take the field for halftime exhibition.
And welcome back for this crosstown rivalry matchup. Greenwood leading here by a score of 27-8. We're at the half. Bulldogs up 27-8. Dick, your assessment of the ball game so far?
Well, both teams started off in a fiery situation, and now it kind of died down there by midway to second quarter. It looked like everything just kind of flopped. But I would say this year, Elzy has showed a lot of character, showed a lot of mental and physical toughness in this ball game. And like I said, when you look at a couple situations, Greenwood High hadn't really stopped the Manhattan Panthers. They have stopped themselves with penalties and fumbles, mistakes. And had not been for the whole thing, we probably would have ourselves showing a ball game.
Many people wanted, as you said, Elzy to meet Greenwood undefeated, Greenwood to meet Elzy undefeated. That didn't happen, but I don't think that had anything. I don't think that dampened the crowd at all. The people are out here to see this ball game.
Well, I guess most of the people that kind of seen this ball club in action, and they probably took the loss last week as a fluke.
Okay.
Because maybe they might have had a down ball game. I don't know, but when I look at it, they got a lot of confidence, a lot of faith in their team, and they should have. not only that, is no, and not more than right to continue to support your team, your ball club, these kids, kind of keep them uplifted. So I'm so happy to see the kind of crowd we have over there on the visitor side supporting the McNair Panthers.
And we'll take a 2-minute break. We're going to try to find Ace at the half. At the half, the score 27 Greenwood, 8 Elzy. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 2.
As we take that ride down a soulful avenue to Taxi.
Tax.
If you're familiar with the song Bulldog, stand in your feet and sing with the showman.
We back.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
And welcome back to Greenwood High School Bulldog Field, where we have a good contest going on between the Greenwood Bulldogs against the Elzy Panthers right across the road. A good ball game. Of course, Greenwood lead so far in this contest 27-8. And we're going to go to our sideline man and see do he have anything that he'd like to bring on the show at this time. Sideline reporter, Mr. Hotchkiss, are you there?
Hey, I tell you what a great sideline, what a great night it is for football. Both sides, Elzy side is packed. Also, Greenwood High School is packed out for a ball game right now. Greenwood at the half with a 27-8 lead. Touchdown call back by Metcalf should have been easily a bigger score than that. The Elzy did get on the board and gave Greenwood some cup to let them know that, hey, we're not just coming here to sit around, but this Greenwood High School Bulldog team, you asked the question earlier, why would you play a team like this? Well, for one thing, it's coaching. You get a chance to get your team in. You ain't playing against a harder competition. You can get them coached up, run some plays that you've been trying to work on in one-on-one competition without somebody knowing the play, and you can get it changed. You got a host of receivers, starting with Metcalf. Great touchdown call back by Metcalf. Came back, made a tremendous play catch on the 1-yard line. Also, Chamo, the return back, as he kicked off on the kickoff return, took it back with another penalty that put the ball to another 15-yard downfield. Overall, the Bulldogs have played a tremendous first half. But right now, I'm sitting inside the father of Chamo, one in the chamber, and I just want to talk to Chicha all the way class of 81 and talk to us about the first half and what you've seen, and let's talk about your son.
Well, first of all, it's been a great, exciting first half. Elder came out with a burst, and that score really just gives these cats some momentum to see that it's really not going to be like the people thought it was. Greenwood came out, on early and it seemed like that, every time they get the ball, they march it down and put up some type of score. But you can rest assured the second half is going to be surely exciting.
Talk about your sons, first of all, as receivers. Give us your progress. I know as a father, my son played out hard on them, and I just couldn't do it enough. Tell them about your progress and what you've seen in the first half from your son.
Well, Cobras, he's the little engine that could, and he's really determined to get that football. And every time he touches it, you can just be on the edge of your seat because you know something exciting is about to happen.
As a father and getting to watch your son play, what emotion do? How hard it is for you to sit up and watch him? Because I can't say watching get hit because he shakes so much on things they can get to him.
Well, every parent, you're always going to have put God first and hope that nothing happens to your child. But overall, the little kid he got hard. He just got a heart of a lion out there. And he's not afraid of any licks. He's been taking licks since the little bullpup days, but he's ready. He's ready.
Let's talk about number 21 for LZ in the running game. What do you think about a back that size and the power that he brings with it?
Oh, look, fan, he's a great athlete. Me and his dad, I've been knowing his dad a while, and the kid got potential and a lot of talent. He's not going to only just do that to the Bulldogs. There's a lot of teams who look out for little 21 because it's going to take number this much daylight, and that kid can be gone at any minute. So we going to have an exciting second half, and I know number 12 for the Panthers also, he get the ball, he can go at any minute. So we're going to sit back and watch this second half and try to enjoy the rest of this Panther Bulldog football game.
A lot of people, I'm going to let you go after this, but a lot of people talk about that quarterback, Smith for the Greenwood High School Bulldog, young kid, cool on the pressure, got a lot of help in the receiving department. And give me your grade point on what you think about it.
Oh, DeAndre, he's an excellent kid to watch. Being a sophomore, the kid got 2 more years to get better and better. And standing in there and watch the pocket and the great receiving core he has, you can look out for a lot of bright things to happen for this kid.
Hey, I'll tell you what I told you. This Tony Chambers' father, William Chambers, at here at the half, Greenwood High School with a score right now of 27-8. And we tell you what, LZ fan is on the field right now, get a chance to play and get a chance to see things that are going on. But, hey, I tell you what, it's an exciting night for football. And right now, I want to have a talk with my main man, Preston Ratner. Ratner, being in the Fort County School District, now they're going to combine and being in one. What do you think about this ball game?
Hey, I'm pleased with what I'm seeing. I like to see the athletes, and they're competing at a great level. The kids look good, look like they're having a good time. And the crowd look like they're enjoying it.
I was just going to ask you about the crowd. What about that crowd?
Hey, man, this crowd is a wonderful crowd here. Everybody cheering for everybody. When the elders score, this side cheer. When the Bulldogs score, they cheer. They just happy. It's just like a big family reunion here.
I don't know you know about the new ordinance that went in for this football game where they got metal detector at the gate. There, you got to have a student ID to get in the game, or you could be a something about a parent. Do you see, just looking around, do you see it making any difference from what you used to be seeing at one of these ball games?
Well, I don't see as many students just roaming around by themselves, but I do see a few. But I think it may have helped to get the parents out and be a family outing instead of a child drop off, because it's not a babysitting service.
Yeah, some of them trying to eliminate a babysitting service, stop a lot of that emotion going on, and a lot of parents are out tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's great.
What brought you out tonight?
Hey, man, I just want to see the two teams compete, and I love this community, and this is an opportunity to see everybody, and I've been enjoying it.
Did you think that, I know that with LD only lost one game, Greenwood undefeated, at the half, do you expect this game to be a little bit close?
Well, I've been following both teams, and, up until last week, they both were undefeated. And, it's just been good competition. I think as far as the class of athletes or class of teams, which one of them is 5'8"?
Neither one.
4'8"?
4'8".
4'8" and what?
4'8" and 3'8".
4'8", 3'8". Yeah, they're competing about like that. I think when they really get in that competition, it's going to be good.
Greenwood will beat a couple of 5'8" teams.
That's why I know when they get in the 4'8", they're going to do excellent. And I think the others are going to do an excellent job in the 3'8" category.
So what you're saying that even though it won't be long before we'll be seeing one team, but right now, as we got to separate both having a good season.
Well, they're having a good season. I don't know when it's going to be one team, but they're doing an excellent job the way they're playing them now and supporting all teams. you got a lot of athletes competing also. So with these 3 teams around the county, you got a lot of athletes that's getting the opportunity to play. If it was one team, unless they had a B team program or something that
or they do. I think in 6A they got a B team.
they're gonna have a B team
In
program.
6A they got a B team.
Oh, 6A they have a B team,
Right.
but they don't have them at 4A and 5. They don't have it at 5A.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. But they would have to have a B team, I think, so we can keep as many athletes involved in that thing, and probably open up some other sports.
They can still rocking my Ole Miss tonight though.
You know what now?
Ole Miss.
Oh,
Ole Miss, you see it though.
who you know up in Ole Miss, man?
You know my grandson Jalen standing to play for Ole Miss.
Man, you know I've heard great things about Jalen. I've heard great things about Jalen.
Former Greenwine.
We missed him at Valley. Man, we missed that boy at Mississippi Valley State University.
Speaking of Valley, they got the first home game tomorrow. Upchurch, which is a proud sponsor of the sideline. Upchurch runner. Valley rented a lot of tents from them. What y'all got big over there for tomorrow?
From Valley.
Valley.
I think Valley's gonna compete well. You know, I got a son working up at Bethune-Cookman, and he's coming home and he's looking for good things from the Valley. He's a Valley State graduate also, so we're looking for big things. I'm excited about what Valley is doing. We haven't won a game this year, but the competition has been great, and they've been great. The competition has been great, and they've been competing in an HBCU as they did in the 70s. We used to compete at just HBCUs amongst themselves. It's excellent instead of those big money games. The money games, I know they need the money games, but for morale, I think they're really doing a good thing competing in the HBCUs. Bethune-Cookman is a wonderful school, Valley, and I think that's great.
Hey, I'm talking to Preston Ratliff. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, since we talked to Preston Ratliff, Electric Commission for the City of Greenwood, LeFleur County Electric Commission, District 3, and just keep them in mind, y'all, as we get ready to come up for a big vote. Hey, from the Home Front Upchurch Sideline Report, I'm Jonathan Hopkins. Back to you, Lee Hall.
$27 8 score. Okay, we got you. 2-minute break.
She said it's been bad in the lane.
Okay.
They hardly got a band. Ooh-wee. Well, I couldn't do that by laughing, that's all.
Okay.
They hardly got a band.
4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
And welcome back. They put a little more time back on the clock because the bands went a little bit in the extra time, a little bit here, but they put about a minute or so back on the clock. It's winding down now. Under a minute, the team's going to come out and we're going to get set for the third quarter play as we see DeAndre will come out for Greenwood. And Fant would come out for the Panthers. Panthers would go to the sideline. Greenwood will huddle back around the 15-yard line. They're going to kneel down. What is expected for the second half here?
Well, basically, stay with what the formula that you're going with. if I was a man Elzy, I really hadn't seen the team play too bad. I've seen mistakes stop them. I've seen fumbles stop them against this team of the Bulldogs, and this is a great football team Greenwood got here. So Greenwood can't get lackadaisy and allow this team opportunity to get fired up. They're going to get this ball, I think, first. They need to take this ball and take it down the field and try to put some points on the board and try to slow this team down. Because we talk about a couple athletes on this field that can turn a game around just one play.
Teams are coming to the sideline, play just moments away. Coach Shelton Hart in his third and final year as far as coaching football. He said this is his final year, and we wish him well. Hope he can go out on top. Boy, it'd be nice to just have a real nice season. And boy, he's coached a long time on the college level. Coached at Valley State, had a good defense there. Coached at Greenwood, J.Z. George, Gentry, Mount Value. Now back in Greenwood at Amanda Elzy. Greenwood 27, Elzy 8.
And,
Greenwood,
and not just a coach, a class act guy.
Yeah.
Coach Hard's been good for the community over the years. I'm glad to get to know him. Good friend, good guy. And he talked about retiring and maybe moving back to his hometown, which is in Florida.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we'll lose a great, he'd be truly missed. If he did that, he's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fellow.
And Elzy is getting ready to kick the football off to the Bulldogs. Chambers standing back to our left at his 10-yard line. Elzy in all blue tonight. Hats, tops, pants with white stripe, gold letters on the jerseys. Another good job at the half by the ace. Here's the kick being left. Bulldogs going to take it, not Chambers. Come to the right side, I believe that's Addison, who's going to finally be wrestled down there. He's a hard one to bring down. They will. He gets that football out to about the 22-yard line.
And on that, Addison is not a return man. I didn't see why Chambers wasn't able to go there and get the ball good high. Kickoff, you got to go get that ball. You are the return man. Hey, be the return man. Go over there and get the ball and get a return for the Bulldogs. Didn't happen. They're going to start in actually right at the 20-yard line.
Bulldogs going to come from the sideline right to the line of scrimmage. They'll take this football and they'll start this drive rather. First and 10 from their own 20. Here's Smith. Quick handoff. Addison right side. Addison will pick up looks like about 3 yards. To move that football out to the 25-yard line. The second down. And 7 from the 26-yard line for Greenwood. Now to the 26-yard line. Second down and 5, actually. Picked up 5 yards on the play. Shotgun snap, 2 receivers right and 2 left. Hands it off to Addison. And there's some daylight. Addison tears away up to the 40. Enough for the first down for Greenwood.
2 plays. Addison about 20 yards. What is? I know look like the Fisher. I thought the Fisher threw the towel. I wonder what's going on. But first down, Bulldog done already crossed the 40-yard line to the 41.
Smith-Darian right on the tackle for Elzy. First and 10 for Greenwood from their own 41. Play action. He hides it. Fires it downfield. Chambers at the 30. Kicks to the inside. It's a foot race. And he's going to win it at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Chambers for the Bulldogs.
This one of the best young men I've seen run angles. You know, look like they got somebody finna catch him and tackle him. He makes that cut, that angle cut, just at the right time. This young man he knows the angles and the ins and outs, and he's got another big touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Wow, just caught that ball and put some nice moves down and got away, put a race to the end zone. It won't take them long to get there. That time on the play, the quarterback, Smith, kind of hit it. It didn't go that traditional bootleg style, but he did have the football up around his waist and threw it out there and found him wide open. Going
Play
for the
action
two-point conversion.
Play action pass that froze that defense for the Panthers and left Chapman out there on the island.
2-point conversion. Greenwood up 35-8. 10:45 to play. Bulldogs again drove it and scored it. We'll break and we'll come back. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN for the Delta, taking on the Panthers of Amanda Elzy tonight. Back in 1 minute.
I'm supposed to be going to Indianapolis next Friday.
Huh?
Supposed to be going to Indianapolis next Friday.
Okay. I think I heard you say you're going to see the Raiders, huh?
Yeah. They tell me what you call got rid of Brown.
Yeah, okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute. I heard that. Chris, we ready? Chris, are we ready? And welcome back. 10 minutes, 45 seconds to play. In the third quarter, Greenwood is up 35-8. Chambers on the catch and the nice run. Football news, Dick. Let me ask you, will Antonio Brown find a home in the NFL this year? I would say you all didn't want him, but you did want him, but apparently he don't want to be there. What happened with that?
There's so much coming up on Antonio Brown. I don't think nobody going to want Antonio Brown. These guys, hell of athletes. But my common sense is a problem. You're not going to be bigger than that league.
In no way.
No way, shape, form, or fashion.
Absolutely.
It's not going to happen. So.
Here's a kickoff by Greenwood, and it's taken by the Panthers at the 15, 20, 30, hard hit. Well, he found some daylight, but he got nailed.
I kind of knew. Yeah, you know, and when you look at this thing, and we're going to get off the subject because we got a game going, but when he clowned about that helmet, and then he got an opportunity to play with the New England Patriots. But you ain't said nothing about that jersey.
Okay.
And that's one thing I know. Any player want their number.
Okay.
Or whatever level it is, from little league all the way up to the pro, you want that special number. Okay. And he ain't said a word about that number he will put on. So I know it's just a fluke, you know.
First and 10 for Elzy, down by a score of 35-8, 10:40 to play third quarter. Elzy first and 10 from the own 30-yard line. Here's a snap, quick pitch out to the right side. It's low, cannot control that one. Quarterback Deontay Neal tried to get it outside the right side to Davenport. Davenport went down, but he couldn't come up with it. Would have been many yards gained on that one. Tried to get him out there, as you say, on an island to make something happen, but never did connect with the pass.
You know, you got people pay anything to play in that league.
Oh, lifelong dream for me.
Make that money.
Lifelong dream. Generational money. Second and 10 for Elzy from their own 30. Here's Deontay Neal and a loose ball on the football field. And I think the Panthers are going to get back there and get it. But I tell you what, give a lot of credit to the Greenwood Bulldogs and Darius Lyman Dick. He was trying to ride a player down or keep him from getting to the football, but he rode right down on the football.
Yeah, he got backed up with the ball.
Yeah.
A fan didn't have no chance on that one. He rode them like they were riding a stiff.
10-yard loss on the play. Third down at 20 for Elzy. back at their own 20-yard line. Neal with a full receiver set with the one back set on his left hip. Takes the snap, and I believe the play clock might get him. Let's go inside out to the A standing by. Maybe he's caught his breath from the halftime.
Hey, I tell you what, man, that Greenwood defense got to talk to some of the coaches, so they have to let them know that, hey, the defense is going to have to tighten up a little bit, and you can tell already from play, already that the defense have really came out, and also the offense, so you can't take it away. You were talking about the quarterback, they took the ball and he hit the ball. Who else, the whole defense, they had a host of receivers he could have went to, but I tell you, Greenwood, good play and good game from the whole front up church sideline. Jonathan Upton, back to you, Lee Hall.
3rd down and 25 for Els. The ball now is back at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Here's Neal, same set. 4 receivers, there's the clap and the snap. Drops, roll, left to throw, pass the football. Cutson wants to throw it, but he's going to throw it away. Coach Gabriel's going to catch it, and there's a flag on the play. What is that going to be?
Is they gonna call roughing the passer or what? I don't know.
Roughing the passer, would it be intentional grounding?
Now, once you get outside of those shackles, he can throw it away. But the question is, they call it intentional grounding? Yeah, that's what they're gonna call.
Yeah. 19 to play here at Bulldog Stadium. 35 Greenwood, 8 the Panthers. Panthers at South Delta next week. Greenwood will be at home against the familiar foe in the playoff, usually Noxubee County. And for the last 3 plays, Mr. Dixon, Els has been going backwards.
Well, you know, this defense will come out, and you've seen a different defense in the last series of down. This defense had really turned it up a notch and got them on their heels.
Here's the kick and the punt. This one came out of there. Chambers is going to go back and get it. He'll pick it up at the 35. Comes back from left to right to the 40. Midfield. At the 45 of the Panthers. Cuts back inside. Flags coming out all over the place.
Yeah, and when you got a elusive runner like Chambers, it's hard to, I guess, get it out in front of a guy blocking, you know, because he changed direction so many times.
Yeah.
And when he changed direction, you see him change direction. You try to change direction, but you end up blocking a guy and in the back or something like that. So
He's all over the place. That ball was coming back. He was patient with it. Went back actually to the 24-yard line. And he came out of there with it outside the hash and then went across the field, as you said, trying to get away and find some daylight. A lot of running. And as you see, it causes his blockers to come up with an infraction. And they'll see where Greenwood will get the ball. It seems to still be in pretty good position. And there's another good kick, Dick, off the foot and also got a good roll on it.
Yeah, it did. And I thought Chambers was going to come up and catch it earlier, but he waited a long time. When you wait like that, you give the key cover team enough time to get down there. I thought he waited a little bit too long before he got it.
1st and 10 for Greenwood. Smith with a screen. Here's the catch and a move downfield. This time Westbrooks will take the football down near the 45, 46-yard line of Els. And just like that, the Bulldogs in the Panthers territory at the 46-yard line with 8:29 and counting here. 35-8 score with Greenwood up, 3rd quarter action. Bulldogs right back to the line of scrimmage with a 2nd down and 1. They'll send out 3 receivers. Going wide is Quindarius Salas, who's a tight end. They have a full receiver set. Smith going to change the play apparently. Play clock down. Here's the snap across Westbrook, and he can't hold this one. A slant pattern right there at the hash through his hands, failed incomplete.
You know, I think that was one of those plays that probably pretty sure they're going to probably get a 1st down on the 3rd down. But the Bulldog probably going to put Addison back in the game, try to get a 1st down and keep the drive alive.
3rd and very short. Here's Addison with the 1st down and a little bit more to the 40. Butler's going to come out, but he was down on the play. That's going to move the chains. Addison got that 1st down and some extra yards left to put the football down to the 40-yard line. On the tackle for Amanda Elzy was Darius Wright, the senior. First and 10. Here's a snap. Play action Addison. Rolls right. Sets up. Looking to run. He does Smith. Smith at the 30. Out of bounds. And a flag on the play. Okay, Dick, I believe once he stepped out of bounds, the defender pushed him a little bit. That flag came out. I wonder where that stands. They got a personal foul here.
Yeah, they're gonna add on to that. That ain't what you want to do with this ball club. Is you have enough time, hard enough time stopping them. You sure don't want the flag to help you out.
Right. And it was not any malicious contact, but he was out of bounds, and that would be enough to.
Yeah, he was out far enough for you to hold up.
Yeah.
Back up off it. But,
yeah. And talking to Mr. Michael Bland, he said the objective here, like some rules change, and the objective is to keep the game as safe as possible. 7:29 to play. There's a timeout in the action. We step aside for a short break, and we come back. 35 Greenwood, 8 Panthers. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1.
I want to ask you a question. How you making the game safe, and they still getting penalty done?
I guess they're trying to avoid that. the penalty.
But it ain't work.
Okay.
They just getting the penalty.
Okay.
You can't make it safe.
Okay. I was watching something the other day. Football is a brutal game. They were showing it from the college level and on up till they start getting helmets and so forth and so on. It's a brutal game, and it's tough. It's tough, and people enjoy it. The players enjoy it.
What you got to tell guys to do is protect yourself. When a guy get his momentum up, he can't just stop on a dime.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm at you, directly at you, in some cases they might can hold up a little bit.
Okay.
But there are some cases
4,
okay,
you can't do it.
2, 1, you're back.
Third quarter action. On the sideline to the ace real quick. Ace on the sideline. $35-8 score. Greenwood up with the football. First and 10 for Greenwood from the Panthers 11-yard line. Action flows from left to right. Play action to Addison. Fires it to the end zone, and it is incomplete. That time trying to go to the end zone to Westbrooks. That pass was broken up. And that's going to bring me second down and 10.
A little bit behind Westbrook. Westbrook tried to go up and make one of those catches, wasn't able to do it. But looking at a big second down for the Bulldogs.
Second and 10 from the 12 it is. Smith this time on the knee. The catch is made. Westbrooks in the end zone. Touchdown. They could have hit him in the end zone. Threw it to him about 8 yards down, and he took it to the end zone for the score.
Little bubble stream. They tried to work a while ago, and were able to get it there, and that time it worked to perfection.
I tell you, Dick, when you have that speed, execution, blocking, and that was well executed on that play. Westbrook with the speed to get it there, get that blocking for a moment. Here comes the two-point conversion. It will not go. Try to go Westbrook again. Threw it, couldn't catch it. 7:09 to play. 41 Greenwood, 8 Elzy. We'll take a 1-minute break and we'll come back. This is Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1.
at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get back.
And welcome back. 7:09 to play. Greenwood is up and getting ready to kick the football off to the Panthers. Greenwood kicking from our left to our right. Here's the approach. Here's the kick. It's up. Veers left. Hits the ground. Elzy going to run up and pick it up at the 20. 25-yard line. Daring move there. Had someone beaming down on him, but he picked the football up and returned it to the 30-yard line. On the sideline to the A standing by.
They indicate like Greenwood had the ball.
Okay.
Hey, I tell you what, man, what a tremendous, and we're getting ready to go into the fourth and final quarter. Monday, Elzy, our school captain in the Greenwood High School Bulldogs, a contest that a lot of people thought would be what it is today. Nobody ever really thought it would be a close game despite what was going on. Always when you got the Bulldogs in action to come out and get the Tampa Bulldogs right now have a tremendous season coming in to consider the street. Elzy said they won't break the street. But don't look like they'll be able to break the street tonight. Because passing the crowd on hand, got my boy David Good, Reverend William in the house. And we having ourselves a great time right here from the top and Belton. Everybody over here on the fence. I tell you what, when the game get like this, you come to the sideline and talk to everybody. From the home front up to the sideline, I'm Jonathan Hopkins. Back to you, Lee Hall.
Panthers first team 10 from their own 30. Here's Neal. Low snap. Picks it up and pass is going to fall incomplete, I believe. He had a tough time getting that snap, and then he threw it right out to Davenport. He couldn't hold on to the ball field incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit kind of too low, or thrown kind of low, and when they able to handle it. Greenwood defense actually stepped it up though.
.5:54 to play. There's an injured player on the field. Cramps showing up again. First time tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of a breathing night. It's not as hot as it's been being. A beautiful night for football. Actually, got a nice little cool breeze. Every once in a while, one come through the window up here, and just a beautiful, beautiful night for football.
I tell you what, the heat is hanging around quite a bit. Today was pleasant compared to what we had earlier in the week, and I think like low 90s. Well, I was watching the weather one day, and they said 11 days and 9 records in 11 days. On the sideline to the A standing by, Coach Hodge is out on the field too. He had some concern. Ace, what can you tell us?
Hey, Coach Fant and Coach Hart, they was kind of getting a little upset about what was going on in the ball game. Wait a minute, hang up the superintendent, Dr. Brown, is in the ball game. Dr. Brown, just give us a little brief of what you're seeing and how you enjoying the people out here tonight.
Well, I just got back out here. I've been over at the floor watching the Florida County High School take on the Shaw High School. When I left, the floor was tied 6-6. I'm really proud of them. I know they're going to win. So right now I'm here to support both Elzy and Greenwood High. Just looking forward to a good game.
All right. Thank you. Dr. Brown, Superintendent of Education. Back to you, Lee Hall.
A couple of flags on that play. The last score we got on the Florida County Shaw ball game is Florida County 6 and Shaw 6. And I'm sure they're somewhere at least around the third quarter there. Florida County trying to get their first win of the season. Good ball game last week, led that ended up losing the football game in the last minute or so by a score of 20-16, but they're trying to get into the winner's circle tonight. I was on the Max Prep and I saw Shaw roster. I think they dressed like 21 players.
Who was that?
That was Shaw High School, Shaw Hawks.
Excuse me.
Okay.
These teams are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Where really that's shocking me is the bands. These bands are getting smaller and smaller. You know, these bands used to be 100 something strong.
Yeah.
Not that anymore. I don't know.
There's a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here for the timeout. 5:27 to play in the third quarter here at Bulldog Stadium. 4-1 Greenwood and 8 for Amanda Elzy. Do you think the Bulldogs, if they get another score in the third quarter, you think that they will get the reserves in for the fourth quarter, or will they continue to keep the starters in? At what point in time do you expect the reserves to come in?
Well, when you look at you talk about reserve, Greenwood been kind of putting players, spotting players in and out of the ball game already. Uh, I've been watching some of the kids the whole season, been kind of spotting in and out. Now, I don't know where the reserves are. Sometime I'm on this team. They got a lot of good athletes that sometimes there is really no second team in a way. You got a guy that's standing in line ready to go in.
5:21 to play. Clock is rolling. Greenwood trailing, leading direction. I'm sorry, 41-8. Panthers the football first down and 10 from their own 42. Here's Neal. Neal's the pitch right side to Fant. Ball comes out. Fant cradles the ball. The ball came out and he immediately got right down on it to save the possession on a first and 10 carry.
That time tried to run the old student body right. Kind of what little low pitch, and Fant wasn't able to handle it, and they're going to throw him for about a 6-yard loss on that play, 5-yard loss.
.435 to play. Panthers this time going to huddle up. Panthers are going to bring one receiver wide right. That's Gregory Childress, the solo receiver. Matter of fact, they got one on either side. Tailback is Fant. Neal underneath the center. He takes it, pitches right side. Fant fires it down the field, and it is it caught? Bulldogs saying it's incomplete. The official not exactly sure. He was behind the ball. He said incomplete. They're going to huddle up, and I think one official going to run in and say it was a catch. And it's going to be ruled a catch on the sideline to the standing by.
I had some tremendous play in that was by the Panthers that came in and throw a little trickery in the game. I guess that's something that you've been waiting on all game to get a first down for the Panthers. First time the Panthers had a first down in a minute now from the uptrade home for the sideline. So I'm opted back to you with Lee Hall.
First and 10 for the Panthers from the Bulldogs' 46-yard line. 3:39 to play, third quarter. Here it again, puts it in the belly of Fant. He moves the pile about 5 yards up to the 40, down to the 41 yard rather. And the flag's going to come in after the play.
I don't know what all these flags for.
Williams
Look like the players are complimenting each other, and
yeah.
Here you see Elzy player helping Greenwood help players off the ground, and I don't know. I don't. I mean, I'm not out there, so I guess I. But when I see players complimenting each other, helping each other get up off the ground and stuff like that, but we see these flags for non-sportsmanlike. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't understand it. I put it that way.
41 Greenwood, 8 Elzy. Bulldogs and the Panthers at the line of scrimmage. They're ready to play. The officials taking notes. Greenwood back into action next week. They'll take on Noxubee County. Elzy is on the road at South Delta. Second 95 here for Elzy from the Bulldogs 41. Neal underneath the center with the one back set, two receivers, one left, one right. He's a pitch this down to Fant. He's coming to the left side. He fights up. He has a first down and pull down in the Bulldogs territory at the, looks like a 24-yard line, and a flag at the end of the play. Let's go on the sideline to the A standing by. What did you see?
No, hold it right there against the Panthers, and they're going to have to bag this one back up. Looked like it was a great run at first, but he pulled it down there out of the hole and just snatched it down under the jersey. He got about 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in the third quarter. This game right now is about out of reach. And so right now I'm sure that after this play right here, whatever the Panthers do, that everybody on the Bulldog team and the Elzy team will get a chance to play tonight, so they have some bragging right. From the Upchurch home front sideline, Jonathan Hopkins, back to you, Lee Hall.
2:47 to play, third quarter, here at Bulldog Stadium.
I remember years ago, we as a Boost Club bought a big trophy. And the winner of this game got a chance to keep that trophy for a year. And that trophy used to come back out here and sit at the end of the field down there. And I don't know whatever happened to that trophy, whatever they did with it. But every year, that trophy is brought back and sit down on the end, and whoever wins this ball game gets a chance to take that trophy in for a year.
And when Amanda Elzy played LaFleur County, they did have a trophy out here in that particular ball game. Second down and 4 for Elzy from Greenwood's 40-yard line. Greenwood is up 41-8, 2:29 to play. Neal is underneath the center. He turns, play action, rolls right, throws it up into the air, straight up into the air, and it's going to sail out of bounds, incomplete. That ball shot up in the air like a rocket, Dick.
Yeah, I think it just slipped out of his arm or hand some kind of way, but I don't think he was intending to do that, but that ball just went straight up in the air. Just lucky for going out of bounds, so didn't nobody have a chance for an interception or anything. Not just a reception, there was no interception at that particular pass.
And their whistle blowing. Time out on the field. 2:15 to play. Third down and 4. We come back to Bulldog Stadium. Greenwood is up 41. Panthers 8. Back in 1 minute. This is Bulldog football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1. And here's a handout right up the middle. Bulldog going to lose a helmet. Picked up about 3 or 4 yards. It's a fourth down and about 2 yards to go. Bulldogs had a player to lose a helmet. That was Latorian Smith. The linebacker lost the helmet.
And Greenwood got the wave going.
Panthers got to go for it, Dick. Down 41-8, 1:37 to play. On a 4th and 2 from Greenwood's 38-yard line.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
A little fat.
Gotcha. Here's a snap. Here's Fant. Fant hit. He's hit. And I believe he crossed the line of game enough to get the first down. Very important that time, Dick, for the Panthers to keep this drive alive, to give themselves an opportunity to try to go on the board here. As we roll under 1 minute to play in the third quarter, Greenwood is leading 41-8 over the Panthers. Greenwood is going to get Latorian Smith back in the ball game. And checking out for him, who's in but a moment, Dennis Williams. Panthers first and 10 from the Bulldogs 36. Neal takes the snap. Fant gets it. Fant explodes. Fant clears the ball. His helmet going to come off as he gets near the 31-yard line. That's I know at least the second, maybe the third time that we've seen a player lose loses his helmet. On the side after the A
I'm
standing
trying
by.
to see that. And when the helmet come out, you're supposed to go off for a play. Did he go off?
That's going to bring the third quarter to a close. One more quarter to go. 41 Greenwood, 8 Amanda Elzy. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta back in 1. Welcome back. First play of the fourth quarter, Panthers 2nd and 3. Here's the pass to the left side. Incomplete as they try to go to Ladarius Davenport. He was meeting the football as he was coming to the near side. And Neal threw it to him. It just hit him and hit the ground. And that would bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Amanda Elzy. The Panthers need to get to the Bulldogs 27-yard line to collect the first down.
I thought it was a good pass. I thought it hit him in the hand, but were they able to get it? And it looked like a promising play, but nevertheless, it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Panthers.
3rd and 3. Ball is right at the 30-yard line. Panthers need 3 yards to get a first down here. Again, perhaps a couple of chances to get it. Yeah, the little game here. Had to be there, so that counted out. Let's go to the style after the A standing by. Minutes, 44 seconds. Clock is counting here. It's going to be a fast-moving fourth quarter, I do believe.
Running clock.
3rd and 9. Here's Spant. Got bumped, knocked back, changes direction. Full speed, turns up, fights to the 31. Got knocked down on the play as he tried to scramble by Devin Anderson, the defensive end, sophomore, 6'3", 230, hit him hard. Lost some yards on the play. 4th and 5. Didn't lose any.
That's fast action now. Fant was hit trying to go left and nothing that swung him back around. He tried to get over here, but that defense was there. That defense was rolling. 4th down, another 4th down. That's all. Need 5 this time.
Let's go to the sideline to Ace standing by. Ace, are you there?
I'm right here, man. Another time I've been called by the manager of the Panthers. I don't know what they're trying to delay the game. I have a delay in the game. But right now, the Green Rock School Bulldogs defense, Emerson, right there, I keep talking about Emerson. Man, I tell you, that kid got a nose for the football. Just seeing that big shot came across from everywhere when it looked like this was going to break it for a long run. He came in and wiped them out all day long. Just been doing it on the kickoff. return. He made the big crucial play that makes it stop down here on the 10-yard line. All night long, he's been doing that action and being in action. He has a nose for the ball, and I tell you what, my defensive player for tonight got to go to him. We got to give it to him. So this kid wearing number 5 is dynamite, going at it on the ball. I got to take my hat off to him. What a tremendous player he is. From the Uptrade Home Front Sideline Report, I'm Jonathan Hopkins. Back to you, Lee Hall.
9 minutes, 35 seconds to play. I'd like to thank the patrons that support Greenwood Bulldogs football, Benny and Bobby Bowes, City Councilman Charles McCoy, Mr. Demetrius Beadle, Mr. Andrew McQueen, Ms. Christine Lyman. 9:35 to play, and always sponsoring Bulldogs football, Mr. Ezra Crane. Love the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs got a good chance to bring some gold home this year. Long way to go from that, though. It's a 4th down for Elzy and 6th. Neal lobs it out to the left side, caught, and it's enough for the first and 10. On the catch was Darian Wright. Dick, talk about that play call.
That would put it only where couldn't nobody get to it but Clay. That was a beautiful, beautiful layout pass there. That time had the defender blocked away from it. And, you know, when you look at it, you say, well, it's good defense. When it's good defense and the ball is thrown on the plays it can be thrown, that's a play.
And for the record, the Bulldogs do have their second unit in. The ball gets some playing time, quality time for them. It's the first and 10 for Elzy. Here's the handoff. And running to about the 10-yard line for Amanda Elzy is Terry Randall. Randall.
All right now.
We run it. He'll pick up, looks like 5 or 6 yards on the play. Looks like a 2nd and 4 from the 10 for Elzy. If the Elzy get close, we'll see what Coach Gatewood. And by the way, hey, the question was answered tonight. Whether or not Coach Gatewood would coach the ball game. He put a little possum with it yesterday and said, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. This is supposed to be one of the game. He's supposed to be up in the press box, huh?
Right. Here's a pitch right side Fant. Fant jukes. He loses 1 tackler, 2 tacklers, fighting for the end zone. And did he get in? Not quite. Got right down to the 1-inch line. Nice catch by Fant, who drove it down to the 1-yard line before he was pushed out of bounds.
I thought he got in, but.
And it's a first down and goal to go for the Panthers. Ball on the right hash. Action flows from left to right. And I believe Neal, the quarterback, did move the pile. He is in the end zone for the score. Panthers with the score. Neal with the 1-yard touchdown, we'll call it. With 7 minutes and 51 seconds to play. In the 4th quarter.
What's the highest point been scored on the defense so far?
Okay, 14. Elzy's going to go for the 2-point conversion. They went for the 2-point conversion on the last score, and they were able to get it. We're going to try to catch the score with LaFleur County and Shaw. See what they're doing. With the Tigers get a win tonight. Panthers going to go for the 2-point conversion. Going to bring Howard Whitehead up. Throws it to the end zone, incomplete. 2-point conversion failed. 7 minutes, 51 seconds to play, and the ball game. Greenwood is up 41-14. This is Greenwood Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1.
got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back.
And welcome back. 41 Greenwood, 14 Panthers. Panthers kicking off. Greenwood would take it at the 20-yard line. Fights up near the 30. I'm not sure if they're giving forward progress to about the 30-yard line. They drove him back after he got there. And that was Curtis House on that run back. A freshman, 150-pounder, 5'7" tall, getting some action late in the ball game.
The House family.
Yeah.
You see, they've been loyal fans. And the interesting thing is when you look over there on this, bleacher, ain't nobody there.
No, they're still enjoying every moment of the ball game. Zarian Perez is in at quarterback for Greenwood now. House will go in motion from right to left. He'll stack him on the right side. A full receiver set. He comes back into motion to his left. He gets the carry. He dances. He turns it up. A high tackle to slow him down. He'll get to about the 20, the 32-yard line. He'll stop.
He's still big guy there with the ball. They didn't get him down.
Picked up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for Greenwood from their own 33. Perez shotgun. He'll send out 4 receivers. Get the snap back. He takes it. Gives it to the running back. This time is Mercurius Foreman. Foreman shows some speed there. Foreman picks up enough for the first down. Needed 5. He got 6 up near the. Well, maybe 5. Maybe not 5. On the sideline to the A standing by.
I tell you what, those Clark on the wall said, I feel to know that everybody get a chance to play tonight. What a tremendous game that has been a massive crowd on hand, and nobody can no one is leaving. Everyone is enjoying the whole activity from the upstairs whole sideline. Jonathan Hopkins, back to you, Leon.
6 minutes, 9 seconds to play. End the game. Greenwood leading 41-14 with the football on a 3rd and short. High snap. Perez brings it down. Perez gives it to Jaquil Sanders. Sanders with the run. Sanders didn't get the first down. Jaquil Sanders is Miss Sanders. She is the mother. She's the mother. She's the mother of Sanders, and her son has seen some action in the ball game. She's happy with that.
Got one down.
Player down on the field for Elzy. Ace, can you see who it is?
Number 1.
That's going to be Smith Darius Wright for Elzy, who is sitting. It looks like a lower extremity. Is it a cramp? Is it a knee? Can't exactly tell.
Look like a cramp. Where they dealing with it.
He's going to be okay. He's going to trot off on his own power. That's always good to see. Might come back in this ball game. If not, next week's for sure. When they're on the road, talking about Amanda Elzy, Greenwood is at home against Noxubee County. Mississippi Valley State is at home tomorrow for a big football game. A couple of outings, a couple of losses, but they look pretty good in those ball games. Can that prepare Valley State to win tomorrow over a good Bethune-Cookman team that's coming in here? 4 inches. Perez runs underneath the center, and we're going to have flags. Who is that going to be on? Players want to get a little testy here.
Oh boy, it got to be fun. The game of football. A lot of action, a lot of glamour, a lot of fun.
And in football, like most games, a lot of games going on within the game.
Yeah. Brings a lot of people together. The game of sports.
Yep. Brendan Schaefer will check in for Greenwood. House and Schaefer, the wide house up top there. 5:13 to play in the game.
What time did the game start?
4 down for Greenwood. Play action. Throws it right side. And a catch by the Bulldogs. Devarius Pulcher makes the catch on a 4th down and about 7 for Greenwood to move the chains.
Good pass that time by Pereira.
And that was a good catch there.
It was a good catch. To hang in there. I thought he was going to catch it and come be leaning out about it, but he did an excellent job to stay in bounds and pick up some extra yards.
And cut the ball, reached out there and caught the ball in his hands, Jerry Rice style, and pulled that ball in.
A lot of them catch it like Jerry Rice.
4th first down here for Greenwood. From their own 47, Perez takes the snap, back paddles 4, downfield, incomplete.
Oh, if he throw that just
20.
a couple, about another foot higher, that'd have been a perfect pass in between the defenders. Just a little bit too low.
And Cedrell Broxwell was the intended receiver, the 6-foot junior, 180-pounder. You're right. Would have called that one in stride and would have kept his footing. Perhaps might would have scored. Would have been a foot race to the end zone. His coaching staff at Greenwood, under Coach Gatewood, with Coach Gatewood. We'll call their names in a minute. 4:30 to play. Greenwood up 41-14. And here's a handoff over the right side. He'll pick up a couple of yards on the play. Will Jarvis Clay. He's knocked down by a couple of defenders from the Panthers. Coach Gatewood and the
I
staff.
got to pay attention to Jarvis, my little cousin.
Okay.
I get caught up watching a couple of the kids that I try to keep up with. I'm 6'6" Brown, and I miss out on Jarvis.
You give him any pointers from the Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I've had several talks with him.
Perez throws it outside here to Brendan Schaefer. Schaefer makes the catch, but he can't break the tackle. He'll pick up 2 yards on the play before he's caught by the leg and could not get away from the defense of the Panthers. Although with the cramp, Terry Randall held on to him, and Randall trying to walk that cramp off, he'll be okay. That ball is right there, nose in the 50-yard line. We are flowing from right to left. Instead of going to take that ball and put those laces on that football as he wants to. He's a right-hander. The center of agreement in the football game right now is Jordan Gatewood. And Perez slings one downfield to the 15, incomplete. Couldn't hold on to that one.
Perez tried to get it between 2 players, and when they able to do it, they're going to turn the ball over on down, where they had folks down up there. Yeah.
Panthers get the football in good field position. They can strike quick. We have a 41 score. Greenwood is up 41-14 with 2:59 on the clock in the 4th. Still trying to get to a score for the LeFleur County ball game. Still, last score still 6-6. They're battling over there. 6-6 score. Can the Panthers score? Can the Bulldogs? It looks like the Bulldogs are going to stay undefeated here to go 5-0 in the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Another 40-point game, too. Maybe they'll be tested next Friday.
Elzy from midfield. Neal drops the throw, trying to roll out of the pocket. Can't. He's going to toss the ball over to Fant. Fant went down on his knees to try to get it, but he could not get back to it in time. Let's go on the sideline to the A standing by.
Hey, right now, Smith said that this is not the kind of game that he likes. He likes a competition game. Well, I guess they have to wait the next week of this game by him. It's about in the book 2 minutes and 34 seconds. So I guess next week they look for Knoxville County coming down and make some competition into the Bulldogs face. From the upstate home court sideline report, Jonathan Hopkins, back to you. Ray Hall.
2:19 to play. Counting down here, fourth quarter. And I believe there's a timeout on the field. Charge 2. Let's see. Don't forget to catch Bulldogs football next Friday night as they take on Knoxville County here at Bulldog Stadium. Elzy on the road. I see them putting. Are they trying to put 2 minutes exactly on the clock, or 2 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock? Ace on the sideline standing by.
2:01 on there.
Hey, you know it's time to go when the officials say, no, not another timeout, not another timeout.
All right.
You know it's time that everybody's ready to get up out of here from the whole front sideline. Back to you, Lee Hall.
I see the official standing by 5 yards from you. You heard what you had to say about that. Start smiling. He said, you got that right. To your right. 2nd and 10 for Elzy from midfield. 2:19 on the clock. 41-14, Greenwood is up. Going deep downfield, has a man, and what a catch downfield by the Panthers wide receiver to get there and bring that one in. Nice catch by Chris Jones, the junior.
Yeah, he put all he could on that. And I seen him right back there. And that was a fly. That was a fly pattern.
And I tell you what, it dropped right in his hands.
Yeah, he laid it out there. It was beautiful, beautiful pass and catch. These kids can catch the football.
Oh, yeah. And Elzy with 20 points on the board. 41-20 score. Greenwood leading here with 2:08 on the clock. Nice catch by Chris Jones. K-H-Y-R-S. Karis Jones. The sophomore, no, the junior.
2-point
conversion. Averted. Real break. Come back for the final 2:08. Greenwood is up 41-20 over the Panthers. This is Bulldogs football on ESPN Radio for the Delta. Back in 1 minute. 1:47 to play, first and 10 for Greenwood from their own 35. Here's Perez. Perez trying to break a loose from the tackle. And he does the first one, but he can't get away from the next two. He's going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line. Panthers got back there and got to him.
That time Perez was trying to get out of there, but a host of the Panthers was in on that tackle, had him career. Time running, this one is about over with.
Yeah. And stick around for the post-game interview as the Ace on the sideline will get a few words with Coach Gatewood. 2nd and 25 on the ground there. Keep it. And a hard hit coming up from the Panthers. That time Leandre Pittman hit Sanders pretty hard there.
Yeah, it did. You know, and I look at this Panther team, it's not a bad ball club.
You know what? They expect to win some more football games.
Yeah.
And I don't think, Bulldogs of course scored 41 points, but I don't think this was a case where Greenwood overlooked Elzy.
I think got a little lackadaisy in the second quarter, but I would always say this positive about the Manhattan football team. They didn't, they kind of shot themselves in the foot themselves in the first two possessions.
And the final score, the clock runs to zeros, will be Greenwood Bulldogs 41 and the Panthers 20. We'll keep it right here and see can Ace get some words in with Coach Gatewood as the team is filed right down the 50-yard line, meet at the G and greet at the G. Dick, your thoughts on the ball game while the Ace get ready?
It's, you know, when you look at some, the Panthers played a worthy team, and I thought they did a good job playing against the Bulldogs. So I'm thinking the Panthers is a pretty good ball team.
And with Green High School football coach Green Gateway, they don't give you an outcome on the ball game.
We won 5-0. We made fly today. We can play games better effort right now. I'm not satisfied with this at all. Too many penalties, too many no calls. So, you know, we got to get better. We got to continue to work hard and get better. Got to knock 3 China next week. So, you know, we got to load up. Everyone number 6 and the 10, but, you know, it's just another game.
Hey, Knox County said coming in, so a big week for working out to get ready for Knox County.
Every week is a big week for us, man. Every was a big week, you know. At the same time, we just got to come out and play and be more intense and be more motivated and continue to just get things done.
You think this is a cross-town rivalry and these kids know each other a lot and they play the way they play tonight?
You know, there's just too much just talking. First of all, you know, that's the first thing we try to do, teach kids. You can't talk this game. You got to play it. And we got caught up in the emotion by being a cross-town rival, you know, community things. So, you know, we just got to give a better effort next week. You know, this game is behind us. We're looking forward to next week. You know, this is just a game. It's a cross-town rival, but it's just a game to us, though.
On the lighter note, you got a chance to see your son in the ball game. How does it feel in coaching now, coaching your own son?
It's great, you know. Jordan around football is right, so, you know, we just expect him to get in and do what he's supposed to do. And that's to take the quarterback, you know. We got to get better with that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Right.
Hey, that's Coach Greenwood of the Greenwood High School Bulldogs on a victory and start right there. I want to talk to Coach Hodge right now. Coach Hodge, this cross-town rivalry that's going on right now, you and Coach Greenwood said you recruited him out of high school. Give us some outcome on what this means.
Well, it's the last time I faced him. That's about it. You know, he's doing a wonderful job coaching, and we'll coach together in the All-Star game in December, and that'll be it. I'll move back to Florida, Georgia. This is it for me.
So you ain't made it to matter whether you live in Florida or Georgia. You made it to.
It's going to be Georgia. It's going to be Georgia.
How feel, Coach, being in your last season coaching? Is it emotional every game? Talk to us a little bit on that.
Well, it's the same every game. You know, every game, you want to play it like it's your last game. You know, nothing's given to you. You know, you're a minister. We can both lay down and just take our last breath tonight. So you want to go out and you want to play the game that way. You know, you want to give you everything, every game.
Thank you, Coach, and enjoy you on the sideline. And good luck on the rest of the season.
All right, now.
Coach Hardhead, football coach, Manny Elzy.